It took me 36 years to finally understand this. For most of my life, I saw myself not as a whole person, but as a project, an endless to-do list of things that needed fixing, improving, and perfecting. And the hardest truth, the life I was grinding for, building, and fighting to keep every single day, it wasn't even mine. Success on paper is never the same as success in your soul. You can have the degrees, the job title, the salary, and everyone's respect. You can tick every single box society tells you matters. And still, deep down, you can feel yourself slowly fading, slowly dying inside. Most people are so busy chasing the person they were told to be that they never stop to ask, is this who I actually want to be? Is this the life I want to live? And if there's even a tiny whisper that says, no, you are not stuck because you're not working hard enough. It's not about mindset or strategy. You are stuck because you're trying to maintain a life that was never meant for you. You're forcing yourself into a mold someone else carved out, and that takes so much energy. The universe does not help you sustain a lie. When you live out of alignment with who you really are, you have to supply all the fuel yourself. That is why you are always exhausted, anxious, or burnt out. You are not broken. You are just running on empty, trying to keep something alive that was never meant for your life. Your soul will never let you forget it. It starts as a quiet whisper. This doesn't feel right. If you ignore it, it grows louder. It becomes restlessness, a heavy feeling every Sunday evening, or anxiety that jolts you awake at 3 a.m. It is your soul crying out. Remember the real you, the one who had dreams all your own. I see this with so many high achievers. They have the promotions, awards, and status, but sit quietly with them, and they admit, I've played this role for so long, I don't know who I am anymore. I know that well. I spent 29 years building a life that looked perfect, and it was killing me. So ask yourself honestly, how much of your life are you living for you? And how much is just for everyone else's expectations? That gap is what drains you. That is what holds you back. You always have a choice. I know walking away from something that looks good feels terrifying. But there is something far scarier. Reaching the end and realizing you never truly lived as yourself. The biggest regret of people nearing the end is never about money or status. It is always that they lived for others, not for who they were meant to be. Here is what matters. Be honest. Write down every area where you are just going through the motions, performing or pretending. Do not filter it. Then name the voices. Whose expectations are you carrying? Parents, society. You cannot free yourself from what you refuse to name. Most important, ask yourself, not who should I be, not who can I be, but who do I actually want to be? And what would life look like if I lived fully as that person? The version trying so hard to be perfect and please everyone will always drain you. But the real you? That version comes with energy, purpose, and peace. I know what you fear. What about my job, my family, people who depend on me? But those who love you do not need a hollow, exhausted version playing a part. They need you. You do not have to burn everything down. Just start moving toward what matters. Take one small action this week that honors your true self. That is all it takes. Life is too short to live someone else's dream. Your soul did not come here to play safe. It came here to live, grow, and be fully alive. Every day you stay where you do not belong, you are betraying yourself. Choose now. Will you keep living what looks good but feels empty? Or will you build something that is truly yours? Once you align with who you are, everything shifts. Energy returns. Clarity comes. Joy comes back. Life stops feeling like survival and becomes something you get to live. Write down one role you are tired of playing, one thing you have always wanted to do, one small step you can take this week. Then take it. Not because it is easy, but because your soul is begging you to.